We spoke about, me and Michael Bay, about all the feelings and emotion inside the movie. And he told me about the scene when you're fighting, that it was intense and full of, emotion. So, of course, it's an action movie, but you can relate to them. So what do you think about this aspect?
Well, you have a sibling, you understand. We always had fun. We knew we'd have fun with that.
Yeah.
Kind of little kids fighting.
Think about myself and my brother and my sisters, we've had fights, but if anybody else would have came in and touched the hair, then the
Yes.
focus was would shift. And that's the thing about family, is that when you're so close, it allows you it just allows that you'd be able to get hot in that way.
The love is so strong. I mean, with your sister, the love is so strong and it's very pure and very clear. And, only you and your siblings, if you're lucky enough to have one, can see that, see your parents if you have them, or see family members who ever raised you in a way that no one else can. And so because it's so pure, it's also so sharp in that way too. That's what we were always trying to get to, which was the more they love each other, then the more sometimes they fight. And I don't think anyone really understands, except the two siblings in that scenario, And it also is funny too, because it's just absurd that, they would get so upset with each other, or, in a scenario where they've just robbed a bank or being chased by those people, that they'd be yelling and bickering at each other.
And they're also two men who can handle themselves.
Yes.
But that's not how they physically
not with each
engage with each other. When they engage with each other physically, they don't even know how to, they don't really have the tools.
Yeah.
So they're like kids.
And it's true that your passion for movies, for cinema, came from your childhood when you shoot an explosion in your backyard?
No, it wasn't in my backyard.
Oh, okay.
It was a train set.
Okay.
I was doing a little alien movie with my mom's Super 8 camera. And a little laser from the spaceship. I set a little glue fire to my beautiful model train, and it got bigger and bigger and caught my drapes on fire. The fire department came and I got grounded for 3 weeks, okay? So that was me as a filmmaker when I was like 13.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Do you ever wonder what that child would, think about your career?
As a kid, I remember I had a great imagination, telling stories and I think a lot of kids are losing that nowadays because they're stuck and they just want to watch things. And me, I built a train set so I can create in my head this old world, and it was weird. It's when I think back, it's like, oh my God, that was almost like a little movie studio as I was a kid. I love creating movies. I used to be a photographer, but I love working with crews, and you can get whatever you're thinking in your head, and they can help you create it. And that's a fun experience because it's a group effort.
And your character said, for sure there is something wrong in me. Why do you think she said that? Because she's someone who really cares? She's not like all the people that they do in normal things. She's different.
I think she says it not in a way that she thinks she's special or different. I think she thinks she's really, and sorry for my word, you can beep it, but she's fucked up. She looks at herself, I'm really screwed in here, and I think she thinks that way because it's like, why would I choose to do a job that is so grueling on my emotional and spiritual stability, and she obviously is such a hard person on herself. She's so tough on herself, and she just doesn't allow herself to fail. And I think that's what she's trying. She's hinting at. She's like, there's definitely something wrong with me, and I'm not a. She doesn't think she's a good person either. I think she really thinks the worst of herself. And what she realizes throughout the job and throughout the situation, it's the total opposite. She's just such an honorable human being. But don't we all feel that way? We all feel like we are so brutal with ourselves sometimes, and we're just trying our best. And the way that the other world is seeing us, the entire world is completely different to our inner turmoil. And I think that's very beautiful, and it's very, it makes her a real human being that I can connect with.